Hello, everyone. And I'm running late because I had to go pee. I was watching a YouTube video and I realized I'm trying to get myself organized here. So, you'll just have to bear with me because this is life. This is just life. I had a wonderful interview today with someone. Now, okay, I don't know. Hello, Joseph. Hello, Monica. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the interview out that I did today, Tuesday, or if it'll have to be Thursday because I'm having dental surgery on Monday. A few weeks ago, I was going to have that done and it was postponed. So now I'm having a wisdom tooth pulled on Monday. So I have no idea what state of mind I'll be in, how much pain I'll be in, or anything like that. Hey, Candy. So, we'll just see how it goes. But fortunately, somehow I was able to get a video prepared last week that I can put out on Tuesday. So literally, I have no idea what's going on with all that. The last time I had 3 wisdom teeth pulled when I was much younger, much younger. And so I have no idea what to expect. I really don't, other than I know it's going to be painful. Hey, Victoria. But you know what? I guess that's just how it is. I've got my favorite orange water. Now, okay, I did this to my husband. I'm paranoid about running out of stuff. This is me naturally. And so I think I still have 6 of these. I get these from HEB. I think I have 6 of these left, but I put it on the list because I'm I need some more, orange water. And he has run around to 5 different HEBs looking for my orange water and can't find it anywhere. And then he discovers, he's like, you still got 6 of them left. And it's like, well, what can I say? I don't want to be out of it. Thank you very much, Candy. Yeah, so we'll have to see how that whole thing goes. Now I'm trying to get to what I was going to talk to you about, but there's one thing I'm going to talk to you about that I don't think was on my list, and I kind of ranted to Monica about it. Do you guys ever have something you get from the store and you love it? I mean, you really love it, and then it disappears for a while? Have you ever had that experience? I'm talking the grocery store, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Because let's see, I'm trying to do a couple of things at one time, and I only can do one thing at one time. We think we can multitask. Oh, I don't have that. I'm going to have to ask my husband to bring something into me. Hang on a second. I got to text him. Talk amongst yourselves. Because I don't want to just holler at him. He has his music going. So, he's not going to hear me. On bar. Because I want to share with you guys at least one of the masks that I got, because I ordered them last week. That's another story. I'm going to get to that. So I'm telling him to bring it to me. So Okay. Can you see me now? Can you see me now? And to answer what Monica said earlier, yes, I'm going to talk about the banana thing. So somebody let me know if you can see me. Can you see me? If I can type and talk at the same time. Okay. So I'm seeing myself. I don't know if you can see me. And I want you guys to hear what I'm going to talk about because, I just this really disturbs me because this is something that I love so much. And then they screwed it up. And somebody talk to me. Let me know if you can see me. Drop something in the comments. I can tell there's people here, so hopefully you can see me since I can see myself. Hopefully. Okay. So let me kind of tell you this story. We'll start out with this story time. Oh, maybe it's delayed. Okay. Thanks, Monica. Okay, so this story time. Okay. A few years ago, I don't know if they have Jamba Juice where you are. I don't know if you've ever been to a Jamba Juice, but there used to be one really close to me and it closed down. And I can't stand it when that happens because I got used to going there and I'd go there like, I don't know, once or twice, during the week. And I'd get this great smoothie that I loved. It was Orange Dream Machine. And I can't talk. The reason I loved it, have you ever had a dreamsicle? Because it tasted like a dreamsicle. So yummy. So I guess over a year ago, maybe a couple of years ago, when we went to Corpus, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, he's no longer with us, but they live in Corpus, and we were there and I saw a Jamba Juice and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to go get one of these smoothies. So I did. And then I discovered I could get Jamba smoothies, at-home smoothies in the grocery store. I was so excited, so excited. And so this is what I found. And then I'm going to show you what they're doing now. So can you see all of this? Okay. At-home smoothie. Orange Dream Machine. Notice, wait, am I going to get the orange? I'm not going to point at the orange, right? Because I don't know how to point when it's opposite to me. Look at the orange. You see the orange, okay? Orange Dream Machine. Notice all that. And it says on here, peaches, orange, vanilla flavored non-fat yogurt. Okay. So you see that. Well, these are my favorite ones. And so when my husband would go to the grocery store, because he does a lot of the grocery shopping, because he'll go there like 11 o'clock at night. I'm talking like before, the COVID thing. He would go there like 11 o'clock at night when no one's around and he would do shopping. And that's fine with me because when I went to the HEB bias, it just seemed like no matter what time I would go, it was like everyone and their dog was there. And I just get irritated when there's just like all these people around because I don't want to be around all these people with all their carts and all their needs and stuff. It bothers me. I just want to be able to have space. So anyway, I couldn't find my smoothies anymore. And he will go to a bazillion different HEBs looking for something if it's something that I like, or, even if it's something that he wants, because we have a number of them like around us. They're not like, super far away, but he'll go further out if he, needs to, if he can't find something, especially if I like it. Well, so he comes home a couple of weeks ago with a new smoothie bag, all excited because the Orange Dream Machine is back. It had been gone for months. Meanwhile, Alonda has 4 of them in the freezer, and I'm refusing to drink them because I love them so much. I don't want them to be gone. I know that's crazy and makes no sense. I get that. So he comes home. He's like, look, there's the Orange Dream Machine. And I look at it, and I'm like, they changed it. It's not the same. Look, banana. How is a banana part of an orange dream machine. Explain to me how these are alike. You know, how are those alike? Called the same thing, but have different fruits in them. I mean, how is a banana replacing an orange? I don't understand. And so the other day, I decided, well, my husband's so sweet. He got 4 of these things, so I need to try one. Meanwhile, I'm hoarding the ones that, still have the orange in it. I don't want to touch that because it's like when they're gone, they're gone. So I tried the banana one, and I was just like going, I'm not so sure about all this. I'm really not so sure. I blended up, and let me tell you, all I tasted was banana. A banana does not taste like a dreamsicle at all. At all. Okay, so it gets better. Are you ready to hear what I did? Because I'm just so irritated because I love this smoothie. I did a total Karen move, okay? Because I want my smoothie. I want the smoothie that I love, not a smoothie that replaces orange with banana because it's no longer the same product. It's not the same product when you completely change it. How is it the same product? How is it called the same thing when one's an orange, one's a banana? I don't understand. And it tastes different. It's not the same. So I look online because I'm going to leave a comment because I want people to know this is not acceptable. They're not the same. I can't leave a comment. There's nowhere. So what do? I find a phone number and I call them up because I want my orange dream machine. I don't want it with banana. And they ask me what my first name is. And I say Recovering Hunbot because it was just the point that I wanted them to know that these are not the same. It's not the same. How can you be selling this as it is the same when it's not? It's clearly not. A banana is not an orange. I mean, who has ever said, you know what? I'm going to have me some sliced banana, but instead of banana, I'm going to eat an orange instead. Who has ever done that? Who has ever said, I really like orange sherbet, but instead of orange sherbet, I'm going to have banana sherbet. I mean, who does that? No one does. Again, this is not the same. Not the same. If you guys think these are the same, let me know where I'm wrong. But I'm looking at them going, one's got a banana, one's got an orange. And to me, that's a big difference. Huge difference. Thank you, Monica. They are completely different. I'm not totally crazy, but yes, I had to speak to the manager because I just can't accept that something is being called the Orange Dream Machine when there's no oranges in it. It blows my mind that it's being called the Orange Dream Machine sans orange. Who does that? Well, apparently Jamba does, and I just don't appreciate it. Because you think you're going to fool people when you stick a banana in there instead of an orange? So my husband has this theory. He thinks the price of oranges became too expensive, but all the corporate heads, they still want to keep their yachts and everything. And so one guy, after many months of trying to figure out what they're going to do with this orange crisis, they're like, I got it. Look, we can use one orange for a batch of like 500 of them and use bananas with the rest of it. So that way we can still call it Orange Dream Machine. So that's what he says is going on. Oh, my goodness. So yes, that's something I'm dealing with. Now, another thing I want to share with you, and I'm going to share with you where I got this. And now I have on this lipstick, so I don't want to put this on, but I have been, the whole mask thing. I didn't really know where to go get masks. And honestly, I was kind of thinking, well, maybe this whole mask thing will go by the wayside. And since my husband's going out and getting stuff, and I'm not really interacting with people, maybe I'm not going to have to worry about it. But then it became clear. Yes, he goes to 6 different stores looking for my damn Orange Dream Machine that doesn't exist anymore. And so, I decided, let me find some masks because, I'm going to need them. And my husband was looking too, because I want to share with you where I got these, and I've got to pull it up because I'm not all together and I didn't have this stuff pulled up in advance. So you guys get to go with me on this journey real time. Doesn't that just sound like fun? Just like so much fun. And I don't have my damn glasses. Okay. All right. And where did it go? So I went to Etsy because I'm like, you know what? I want to support someone who is in the process, if I can talk, process of creating masks. You know, they're making them at home. Maybe they've lost their job. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but I didn't want to spend, you know, like $12 on each mask because with Rich not working and everything, I mean, it's like, I know we need masks. I want washable masks. So where can I get some masks at a good value that, you know, we can reuse? So I found a store on Etsy and I got them, and they are just the cutest thing ever. Trying to get to where my damn purchases are. So this one, because you guys, if you don't know, I love, love, love Day of the Dead stuff. So this is one. Isn't this cute? Let me see if I can. So there you go. Very, very, very well made. So I got myself 3 of these and Rich 3, but now they've all become mine, and I'll explain to you why. And I'll show you the other patterns I got. I'm not going to put them all on for you, but look, I've got doggies and I got kitties. And now these are, because they're for men, these are a little bit bigger. And I tried to get things that I thought my husband would like, but now they're mine, like I said. So now I just got a plaid. And then one with game console stuff on it and musical notes. Aren't they cute? Very, very well constructed. And the, let me see if I can put the name of the store. I don't have my damn glasses. The store is Sews by Lynn, and I'll put that in the chat so that you can see it, and I'll put it on a link somewhere, like, you know, on my channel or something, because these are very well made, and they were so reasonable. For the 6 of them that I got, I want to say it was like $39. So I'm like, that's incredibly reasonable. So I'm very, very happy. Now, meanwhile, my husband has 12 masks, and he puts a call out on Facebook asking if there was somewhere that he could get masks from for like $4 a piece or less. And somebody that he went to high school with was like, oh, yeah, you know, I'll make you some masks. And she didn't charge either. What he did, being the psalm that he is, he took her some wine. So this is one of her masks. And these are the kind that go like up and over around your head, if that makes any kind of sense, up and around over your head. You bought them from Etsy too? Yes, because exactly, a legit home business. So these go up over your head, and this works for him because he wears glasses. And me, I mean, let's face it, it's not like I do my hair fancy, but if I'm having a ponytail on, or even, you know, these clips in my hair, trying to get this up and over, it's a pain in the ass. You know, this does not work for me. These, though, do work for me. So now we both have masks and we can reuse them. And I want to support Lynn. She was super sweet because I told her I'd give her a shout out when I did my live, which I'm doing that right now with you guys. And I'm sure, like, probably on another video, I'll put it on there because most people watch other, you know, my recorded videos. But I want to make sure to be able to support things that I believe in, you know, and things that I think people are really doing a good job on stuff. Oh, wow, 3D printing. I didn't realize you did 3D printing. I would need to see that, Joseph. Okay, so I wanted to share that with you. I shared. Okay, who's with me here? Are these the same or are they different? Are they the same or different? I mean, you know, call me crazy, banana, orange. It's not the same. It's just not. All right, so now let me see. What else was I going to talk to you guys about? Okay. Oh, okay. So my husband is so sweet. Good Lord, this chair. Okay, so the other day, which was probably yesterday, Because we have been supporting a local restaurant each week because, getting one meal from a local restaurant because we know that people aren't really going out much, even though here in Texas we're, quote, reopened-ish and all of that. So he mentioned, because we have like 3 different barbecue places, literally it's like, a couple of blocks from us, these 3 different barbecue joints. But my most favorite barbecue joint in Houston is this place. It's by where I used to live. It's at South Braeswood in Chimney Rock, called Old Hickory Inn, and it is delicious. Oh my God, it's so good. So when he mentioned, like, maybe we should support, because he wants to do the pit room, because there's some like guys that he knows that are at the pit room. Damaris, which is right by us. Damaris has been around forever. And then there's Brookstone, and I like their barbecue too. And, it's a mom and pop joint. But I'm like, maybe we can get Old Hickory Inn sometime, because I love Old Hickory Inn. I think I've taken him there once. So he went and got Old Hickory Inn today. And oh my God, it's so good. When I used to live over there, I would get the chicken. The chicken is just, oh my God, it's just so bomb-ass good. So good. And, I would usually just get the chicken, because you could get like 1 meat, 2 meat, 3 meat dinners, and they have all kinds of sides and all of that. So Rich went over there, put in the order, they brought it out. So it's that whole contactless type system and all of that. So that's what we supported this week. Last week it was Star Pizza. Totally love Star Pizza. Okay. And so I shared with you the mess. Oh, okay. Now this is something I want to talk to you about, because I think it's funny. Okay. And I'm not surprised. It's just so comical. All right. I am a critic of multi-level marketing, of the business model. I'm not a fan. Been there, done that. Literally bought the t-shirt, rode the pony, the whole 9 yards as a Beachbody coach. I've now seen the light, and I realize it's just a scam. It depends on endless chain recruitment. I mean, it's not designed for everyone to win, even though everyone's plan is so easy. And if you just don't stop and keep going, you'll make money, blah, 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 blah. All right, all that. So what's so funny is when, especially this happened to me on the Law of Attraction one that I did on Esther Hicks, that how negative I am. And I was thinking somebody called me a Debbie Downer on, I think, the ring bombs, that I'm a Debbie Downer. No, I'm actually kind of revealing what these companies are. And of course, all the ring bomb huns, it's not an MLM. Ring bombs is not an MLM. It's not an MLM. You know what? I don't care what you call it. There's only so much lipstick you can put on a pig. It's still a damn pig. So I don't care what kind of business structure. If you're calling it network marketing, if you're calling it social selling, if you're calling it a party plan, it doesn't matter. They're all structured in the way that you got to get personal volume. You got to pay to play. You've got to recruit people. You've got to consume the products. I mean, they're all made up like that. I mean, am I wrong, folks? I mean, there might be nuances that are slightly different here and there, but in the end, you got to do those things. And they will say this, but you don't have to recruit and be all, high and mighty and pious about it. But you don't have to recruit. You can just sell the products. Well, that's what you're told with Beachbody too. Okay. But the truth is, if you, I'm going to use air quotes, if you really want to make money, it really depends on being able to get people underneath you, because you're going to get that volume and then get the team cycle bonus for Beachbody. And I know every single one works slightly different, but they're all so similar, but it's so funny to me of how they always say, it's like, no, you got that wrong. We're not that. And you didn't say this correctly. If you really did your research, you'd know blah, 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 blah. As like, for the love of God and all that is holy, is like, do you have nothing else to do other than to write a dissertation on a video of something that you don't agree with and you think that everybody else is going to want to see your nonsense. No, I'm here to pull back the curtain, not peel back the curtain, pull back the curtain and take a peek into the underbelly of these businesses and then connect them to how they are also, they're using thought reform, that they are destructive groups, that they are cults, and to be able to share how all of that functions and interacts with each other. But you can call it whatever it is you want. It's destructive, and most people are losing out. Oh, I can be very cynical myself, Victoria, but I just think it's very funny that, I'm just negative because I am talking about these companies, doing a critical analysis. I'm critiquing it. And it's like, okay, you're not allowed to critique it because as soon as you start critiquing it, well, you're just negative. You just don't know anything because you are just so negative. And or you're like on the Esther Hicks one and be like, well, it's like, obviously you're not in alignment. Oh my, that's what I have to say about the alignment. Really, that's really what I have to say, because all of that was to connect everything, to see how people are being manipulated in this the same way they are in multi-level marketing. Is there the same tactics are used, which today when I talked to Spike, Spike is the assistant to John A. Tack. John A. Tack is a former Scientologist, and I'm going to be interviewing him in it was going to be on Monday, but because of my surgery, I can't do it on Monday. So we're doing it like the following week. Anyway, now I forgot where I was going with that, but the point is that I'm just critiquing it. Yes, Monica, I am sassy today. So my conversation with her was great. And I think you guys are going to really like the things that we went over, because we went over pretty much the stuff that's covered in, can you guys see what this is? I'm kind of moving it up and down. We went over stuff that's in that particular book, but I'm just being negative. I'm being negative because I'm calling out the tactics that are being used. And I'm showing you how people are being manipulated. Those tactics are being used on them. I'm just negative. What can I say? I'm a big old bee. I'm just that. And if you believe that, what can I say? You can believe whatever you want to. We are going to be told that we're haters, sour grapes. Basically, we're the losers because we couldn't make it into multi-level marketing, that we're just big fat losers. And, my gosh, I know when I was full on into Beachbody, I thought that was the way to have freedom. And it's so excellent as I get to know other people, because it's like, wow, there is no freedom in that. Even the people who rise up to making some money in it, they're under so much stress to try to keep doing that over and over again. You know who's making money? As a person that started the damn thing. That's who's making some money. Even those hun bots at the top, they're just chasing their tails 24/7, 365. And that has got to be so exhausting. I cannot think of something more exhausting than being in multi-level marketing, because the thought that it's just going to be this residual income that just flows on into you because somebody joined it and they're just going to keep buying this stuff forever because it's the best stuff is absolutely ridiculous. It is just ludicrous. Oh, so yeah. All right. So other things I wanted to talk to you about is some future topics. I can't wait. I haven't started doing the research on this one. I told Monica about it because, I have some Google alerts set, and I'll pull up some. And I was going to pull up some things for you guys and talk about them. I guess maybe next week I'll do that. what can I say? There was the barbecue and we had to walk the dogs and then I had to pee. And before you knew it, I was kind of running late. And you may hear them right now because somebody's probably outside. So, that just didn't happen. But I got this alert and I looked at it because I'm going, have you ever seen some of those articles where it appears as if they're written by a reporter doing like an actual story, but it ends up being this very pro MLM thing. And I'm kind of thinking this is a great big huge advertisement. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not, but I see those things and I'm like, whew. So I looked at this article and I'm like, what is this? It's a press release. It's a press release on this dude who is a motivational speaker. He's also shilling a new course. And if you know me and my background in instructional design, I really have this issue with these people creating these courses because they could actually be so much better. They could actually provide value in a much better way. And I have talked to people about this in the past, and not a single one wants to do this because it's never about them actually teaching you to do something through their course. It's more about you coming back and buying more of their crap because they're putting it out there. They just want you in their funnel. That's all it is. And I was watching Monica's, yes, Joseph, yes, sort of like that. I was watching, Monica did a collab with Savvy Writes Books, and they did their collab was on Tony Robbins, and I forgot where I was going, but it was, if you have not seen that video, there are 2 videos on Savvy's channel and on Monica's channel. You need to see them. Really good stuff. And I forgot where I was going with that. I forget where I'm going a lot. It just happens. What can I say? But this guy, he was very much that vibe of law of attraction, motivate you, and I'm going to teach you how to be an entrepreneur. Meanwhile, the only person that's going to make money in this is him, another fake guru. And so I looked through his stuff because I went to his website, and I go and go and go, and I'm like, oh my God, there it is. And I'm not going to tell you which MLM it is, but he is a robot in an MLM. And I'm like, oh, it makes so much sense. So since you are successful, you're trying to draw people in through a course, much like the Anagic Bro bots who can't stand me and love to send hate to my videos, just love sending hate to the videos I've done on them. And I'm like, bring it on, bring it on. I don't care. Anyway, so it's going to be something like that he's bringing people in through a roundabout way, but a boom. And it's really to join his MLM thing. And I just think that is so crappy and sleazy. And honestly, and I'm not about, I don't want to just come on and put people down. But when I look at him, I just get the vibe of like a used car salesman, I just get kind of a sleazy, cheesy vibe. And I could totally be wrong. Maybe he's the nicest guy in the world. It's just the vibe I get. So I will be creating a video on that. I've also started researching, religion in terms of, okay, I have to go. Neutralite came out when Rodenberg made that, and that ended up being absorbed when it broke away. Amway was formed. So I've got to go back in time into the 1800s. But even I've got to go back before then too, to start seeing how all of these things are, wrapped up in each other, because there's this common thread that goes on with it that you can just see. Like when you go to any of these conventions, if you haven't been to one of the conventions, it's kind of like a revival, I mean, it's just like this fervor that just, you get built up and all of this stuff and really caught up in it. And it's like, and then I started looking at the language that's being used, and I'm seeing how it parallels very much with, religion. And I'm like, oh, I've got to look at that. Now, I will have to say that I'm a little bit nervous doing these videos because I know I'm going to step on some people's toes. And this is not, I'm not putting down religion. I don't care. As long as you're not hurting anyone, I don't care what you believe in, you know? Don't come to me and try to get me to believe your thing, because that's just not going to work. But, I'm not someone who is like, I'm kind of like very neutral. So when I examine this, it's from a critical perspective, just like I would do an analysis of anything else. It's like from research is up here looking and examining and seeing, okay, what's going on here and how is it influencing other things? That's what I'm doing. So this next week, I'm also having a video come out, which is about a Mormon robot that's in Beachbody. So do expect that to come out. But but really, when I start going into the whole religion thing, I know people are going to get their panties in a twist, because you bring up religion and all of a sudden people just freak out. It's like, if you just leave your belief system behind in terms of don't just hold it so right here, but just listen to how things are being analyzed and how things from religion are being basically hijacked and then infused into this very manipulative business structure. That's the whole thing, that, people are being manipulated by this very much so. Like if you watch any of the televangelists, I mean, all I can say is what Jim Baker, and the Jim Baker who was married to Tammy Faye with the mascara that was always crying and everything. Oh my gosh. It's like, just send us your money. MLMs are doing the same thing. Just give us your money. So I'm going to be examining that, but it does make me nervous. And if some people just get all twisted, they're going to have to get twisted, because this is my opinion based on my research. And guess what? I'm allowed to give my opinion based on my research, just like anybody else is too. If it doesn't agree with me, it doesn't agree with me, but you don't have to come at me. But I expect people will come at me, because that's what people do. They just do. They just come at you. I swear some people have nothing better to do than just to come at creators and just, be all crappy. So there's that. Okay, Jim Baker was married to Tammy Faye, right, Joseph? With the mascara. Oh my gosh. All of that. I mean, watching some of those things it's highly entertaining to me, because it's like, wow, that's a real show. And that's something else. I'm going down another rabbit hole. Okay. Another one that I'm going to be connecting is a lot of celebrities who have endorsed different MLMs, if you will, because, this has been going on for a very long time. And in my opinion, most people overall don't understand the destructive nature of multi-level marketing. So why would we expect a celebrity or an athlete to understand that they're signing on the dotted line that they'll represent this brand, whatever. You guys know what I mean. That they're going to sign it and be like, yeah, I'll whatever Herbalife shake thing. What it doesn't matter. But they're going to say how great this thing is. They're being paid to do it, And most people, it's like, oh, you're going to pay me to support this? Okay. Now, fortunately, I think a lot of people these days don't just support a brand just because they're being paid. There are people that want it to be aligned to, what they believe in and for them to feel good about. There's still people that'll be like, oh, you're going to pay me? Oh, I'm going to say it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So these athletes, these celebrities, these people who will represent different MLM brands throughout time, I don't really think they understood that that company is not a good thing, because there's so many people that it's harming financially, emotionally, spiritually, all the leads, all those things. So I don't really hold them responsible for that. It goes back to the structure of the multi-level marketing company. But I do think we need to be able to speak out and say, oh, look, this person represented this person represented that. You know what I mean? I think that needs to be part of the conversation of how celebrities, politicians, musicians, just anyone who's got some kind of even influence, even just social media influencers, if you will, that they are being used by these companies to legitimize their crappy pyramid scheme, product-based pyramid scheme, allegedly. Don't come at me, allegedly. It's that, my opinion. I got that. Because because I really think that's very problematic because, especially if you think about people who don't know anything about multi-level marketing and all of a sudden their favorite singer, their favorite athlete, their favorite whoever starts talking about a product and how much they think is fabulous. That's going to encourage people to go, oh, let me buy that thing. You know what I mean? And then they get caught up. So I do think that we really need to talk about that and, let celebrities know that we're not going to stand for them endorsing products that are created by any multi-level marketing company. I think we just need to get noisy on that. What else am I going to make a video on? Oh, goodness. There were some other things that I thought about. Oh, I do have this. Oh, okay. Two things. Okay. One thing is possible. It's another MLM that I'm going to be, peeling the onion, so to speak, and it's related to crime. I found some criminal activities going on, and I'm like, and the guy who started is absolutely bonkers. I mean, so out there that, there's a part of me that's like, I watched his videos in awe and not like I'm thinking, oh, you're so great. It's just like, how did you conceive of this? Oh my gosh. I mean, it's quite a shtick. It's just showmanship, and it makes me kind of think of, and I don't know what they were called, but like the guys that sold snake oil and stuff, traveling salesmen, and they put on this great big show. I've talked about that before in one of my videos. It's kind of like that. It's like, and I've used this like squirrel, like let's distract people because we're going to show them all these things, but so that they don't actually see what's actually happening to them because we're going to do all this other stuff over here, all this magic. Did you guys hear that Roy from Siegfried and Roy passed away? Speaking of magic. And also Little Richard. I heard both of those this morning and I was like, that was very sad. Roy was from COVID-19, but Little Richard, I'm not sure. Maybe it was just old age. I'm not sure. But so I'm going to be talking about an MLM that's just, this side of bonkers, or maybe right in the, capital of being bonkers. It's just wild. And I think I might have to do a series on it because there's so many just different facets to it. I'm just like, wow. Because I can't even get into like the income disclosure statement initially. And for one, I can't really find it. And two, trying to come up with their compensation plan. All of it is just so like, it was so confusing. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Okay, you did hear this morning, Monica. Yeah, I was very, very sad. So those are some things that I'm going to be talking about in upcoming ones. Anything else that I wanted to say? I'm trying to think of it. My neck is hurting, so I'm like rubbing it up here. I think that's about it, If there is anything that you want me to talk about when I have these Saturday chit chats, because I guess that's just what I'm going to call it, a Saturday chit chat. I don't know what else to call it because I just come on here and I kind of ramble about whatever. And hopefully I can sometimes read what you guys say. And I'm not really good at, following all that. So I apologize if you say something and I don't see it. I'm not trying to be an asshat or anything, ignore someone. I just, it's the focus on one person trying to follow things. And it's just not my forte yet. Maybe one day I'll have that talent to be able to, that multitask thing. Right now is not that day. Anyway, okay, so I think I'm going to get down on the go-go. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you so much for being part of my little community and, watching my videos. And, if you're one of my patrons, thank you for being my patron and all of that. I appreciate all the support you guys give me. You have no idea, just from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. And for coming here and spending time with me. Thank you. Because, it means something that like somebody shows up. So be good, be sweet, and be safe. And I will see you in the next video.